This place makes our little dealership we have in Santa Cruz look just minuscule. Now those wheels, this is must be the most luxurious new Tundra you can buy. Yeah, we got the capstone. Are these 22s? Or 265/50 22. And look how much room is behind that caliper. Next to nothing. Those are some huge shoes right there. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think those wheels are for me. So I'm sure they ride really nice. No way, Jose. Let's guess what the sticker price is. I'm gonna say this thing has to be pushing like 80,000, right? 8874.
Are you kidding me?
There's a $80,000 Tundra. You know what? And I don't even think that it's worth it. Wouldn't you rather just have this TRD 4x4? Let's see what the 80 and 63, you want to save yourself $17,000, and it's a limited edition also. I mean, the black, it's gonna be hard to keep clean, but I'm gonna go with that one. And if you thought 63,000 was too much, we can get you out of the door right now for 54, and it's still a four-wheel drive. Man, they got every model you could ever want. A lot of different configurations. If I was here to buy a Tacoma right now, I would have a very hard time making up my mind. Look at two pretty similar trucks. I'm seeing pearl paint on this limited. So this one comes in that 54,500, and I can tell you get the really cool steps. 54,500 or 36,874. There are so many different varieties of Tacomas here. I can't even believe it. You got the two-wheel drive, one of the cheapest ones in the world, for 36,000. We jump up to four-wheel drive, but this one has one of the weirdest options ever. We have a spray-on bed liner for 575. I didn't even know this was a thing. I mean, they usually come with the composite beds. I'm not sure you even need a spray-on bed liner. I guess it provides traction. And then unlike any other truck on this entire row, you got this chrome piece right here. Of course, cheap plastic, but so we got a limited edition, great looking truck, 54,169. What is this about? What is this, a law enforcement edition? Look at that. What is this doing here? The way it's strapped on, that does not look too professional. But they actually drilled a hole for the wiring. So it's definitely permanent or semi-permanent. This is a new truck on the lot. What do you think that's gonna be? Is that gonna be Border Patrol, DEA? Ooh, a TMS vehicle, not for sale. What does TMS stand for? This dealership is so cool. I'm telling you, over in Santa Cruz, there's like nothing out of the ordinary. You got some weird stuff over here. This is actually impressive. This is the beast. You know what? For a dealership, look at that tire poke. That's actually an impressive ratio. Very impressive ratio. This is a bad truck right here. Very nice. Good wheel and tire combo. So a 295/20. So this is like a 35, 12.5, 20-inch wheel. They picked a pretty decent KMC. It has a little bit of an offset, but so unfortunately it's just a spacer, but it looks like they did upgrade the upper control arms just so you could align it better. God, let's see how much they want for this. 3-inch suspension lift, 20-inch KMCs. You get the Nerf bars and the lug nuts. They want $10,000, which brings us to 62. And I'm gonna actually say, hopefully we can find a clip right here. Our dealership, our local one, asked $10,000 for the worst wheel and tire and spacer lift combos. So for 10,000 bucks, this is great. The first thing I would do is I'd go take the steps off. The steps are ugly, they're just gonna get in your way. This thing with the steps off, I don't know, tint the windows, add a subwoofer, done. And as we come around the other side of the dealer, it is just nothing but more Tacomas. These things, they're everywhere. But let me show you how big Stevens Creek Toyota is. That dealership where we were just at, this is the used lot, and it just keeps going. These are just overflow of used vehicles. I don't even think they're concerned with selling the used vehicles. They just want to sell the new ones. But you know how we like to go to these dealerships and find stuff like, come on, are you kidding me? As if those stick-on horrible reverse lights weren't enough. It's missing a bolt. It's right next to a dent. Please, please tell me this truck isn't for sale. Oh, it is. 22 SR, 24,000 miles for $29,000. Does this look like something you'd want to pay $29,000 for? Right there. That paints a picture, and that picture is you walking away. We got this thing with the monster Yakima rack. Good looking vehicle though. Look at the little TRD logo, complements the paint. 23,000 miles, four-wheel drive, $50,000. It's probably because it has these. Yeah, what is this doing here? That's probably the sales manager or something. You guys aren't gonna believe this. We got another Tacoma with these super cheap Temu. What? Some company went bankrupt or something. Traded in these vehicles. Why would you ever do that? 28,000 miles. It's basically like the same amount of miles, same stuff going on. I bet you it has those things on the back too. Weird. This is the world's largest collection of 2016 through 2023 used Tacomas. As you know, they don't sell this model new anymore. This is over at Stevens Creek Toyota, a massive Toyota dealership. They're just interested in selling new vehicles. They don't care about trade-ins and all that. They think they bring them over here just to die. So, as if this isn't enough, because this is a ton, I think there's like a bunch more stashed over here. And yes, that is true. There are more. So if I was here at this dealership right now, and I was going to find the best one, and we have a lot to choose from. I mean, the sky's the limit. I'd start looking at tires, because as I mentioned before, you see super cheap tires. You know the person's a cheapskate and they're probably cheaping out on other stuff. Look, we got some Goodyear Wranglers on this one. I'm not a sidestep person, so that does nothing for me. Ooh, but they did decide to do some PPF at some point. I don't know if Tacomas are worthy of PPF. These have Geo Drive. I think those might even be the factory tires. We're gonna go ahead and pass on that one. Now we're talking. We got a cheapo. Doesn't even have the fog lights. I love it. I love the cheaper models. Unfortunately, they just don't come in four-wheel drive. White. I think we got more Geo Drive tires. Nothing special about this one. Where did all these Tacomas come from? No, don't even tell me, you guys. Haven't you seen in other videos, they have so many trucks at this lot right here that have those silly little lights. This has to be a fleet from some business. But you know what? It has Toyo Open Country. Now they're like the cheapest, most least aggressive model they have, but at least they didn't cheap out on tires. I don't know why I'm such a tire snob, but like this right here, what are these? An open range all-terrain? Those are gross, and whoever had this truck was obviously a bad person. Nothing special, nothing special. You got the construction worker special right here. They must stay on top of washing these vehicles because this is super clean. This is that upgraded LED OEM factory housing headlight that are just gorgeous. If I had a Tacoma like this, I would swap those headlights out in a second. Again, Goodyear Wranglers, just the same truck over and over. It's the same thing. Hood scoop. Do you want a hood scoop? Do you not want a hood scoop? Do you want Army green? I mean, let's see. Let me guess. What? 44,000 miles. No, 26,000 miles for 44,900. They're all the same. Has a sunroof. Yeah, I mean, these trucks are... They didn't offer a lot of different variety as far as range of models. Like, they're really getting some luxury. You can get the big screens in the new ones. They got a lot of different options, but in this run, the 16 to 23 is not much going on, except this tire right here. That is horrible. Advanta HTR 800. I wouldn't, you know, even if I was stranded in the desert and somebody pulled up and offered me a ride, I wouldn't even take it in a truck that had those tires on it. But it has the LED, the super expensive LED And look at that. That's a pretty decent hood gap right there. Another one, look at this thing, a Mavis all season. You know, if nothing else, we can just go to the dealership and just walk around and look at the cheapest tires on the planet. This is a cool truck, sort of a stripper model. It's funny because this actually has the steel wheels, but they thought they'd dress them up with these chrome covers. Did nothing, but at least it has Hankooks on it. A Hankook. What do you think for the mileage? I'm thinking 68,000. 32. That was way off. Another set of Toyos. I think those are factory. Now look at this. We got a used 24. So we already got used ones making their way. And let's see what the sticker says. Are they asking as much as new? Probably. 11,000 miles, 47.9. That's not bad. If Toyota Santa Cruz had this, they'd be asking 54. That's a nice truck. Another 23. Get out. Another one. Another one. Wow, who's gonna come buy these? You know what, if I could get one of these for like the deal of a lifetime, I'd be on it, but 31.9? Come on. To already have your, what's that? Yeah. But to already have your bumper drilled in for 31? All right, this is the unit they picked to lure in the customers. I personally do not like this Voodoo Blue too much, and that is right. It is Voodoo Blue, 25,000 miles, four-wheel drive for 41.9. The color to me is just a little smurfy. It also has some unusual adhesive. I don't know if it's coming through, but it had some sort of sticker on it, and they couldn't even clean it up. Super nice 22 4Runner, and I'm always saying it's strange when dealers, especially like a big name brand dealership, sells a vehicle with absolutely blacked out front windows. I feel like they're asking for trouble, but passes the tire check. We got some Falcon Wild Peaks with some KMCs, and you know what? These look like a pretty tight fit. I don't know why those mud flaps have not been removed yet. Those things would be gone if this was mine. All right, 22,000 miles for 49,000, 50,000. You know what? 22,000 miles is pretty new, I got to say, but 50,000? The new 4Runner is coming out really soon. You might want to just wait.